Okay guys, today we will review Close CRM and HubSpot CRM and decide which one is the best. So to be honest, a lot of people don't even know what a CRM is. A CRM is basically a software solution, a software tool, a software product that allows you to make sales. Okay, that's the whole point. All it is a tool that allows you to make sales. What is and how do you make a sale? You make a sale by talking to your customers, your potential customers, right? You can talk to them in person. You can do a video call with them. You can call them, right? You can drop a line and talk to them, or you can text them, right? So there's today, because of technology, there is different communication channels. In the past, people had to travel. Maybe they needed to ride their horses, or they needed to run or walk, right? Because they didn't have any cars and things like that. So if you wanted to make a sale, you had to travel for a long amount of time and meet the buyers, who were potentially interested in buying your products from you, etc. And you would make your sale. But today, obviously, thanks to the internet and all these great technologies we have, we can make sales through these different communication solutions. So you could technically use your iPhone, just like this iPhone I have here, and you could try to make sales. But what happens is when you start texting people, when you start making calls, you wanna keep a centralized documentation of all your sales activities, so you can reference them back down the road when you need to, right? When you need to review a detail, when you need to maybe remember something, etc. Right? So that's why a CRM allows you to make calls, send text messages, emails through one single software product. Okay, that's why we have something like HubSpot CRM. So you can log your leads, your potential customers. You can type in their first name, last name, email, their maybe street address, whatever you need or whatever you want to log, and you can just look at this one website on your computer that will help you, keep that will help you, yeah, keep a basically data source, or database of all your potential customers. So but a lot of people ask this question, which CRM is the best, which CRM should they use, right? It's actually not so complicated. For example, if you look at HubSpot CRM, which I've used for about 2 years, there's so many different buttons here. You have the CRM section, contacts, companies, deals, tickets, orders, services, all these other details. You have the marketing section. You have content section. At least that's what they call it. I don't even know what this does. We don't use it. You have this sales section. There's commerce, quotes, products, invoices, payment links, subscriptions, and help desk, customer success, customer agent. Like most sales reps, they never ever want to look at all these different pages, these different tools. All they want to do is to close a deal and collect their commissions. That's all they want. They don't even want to update a single lead status. Okay, that's how lazy they are in general. Obviously, great sales reps will go a long way to do their best to deliver the best customer experience, to provide the to provide their potential customers with as many details, as much information as possible, so they can build that rapport, that trust with them, and then eventually they can make a sale. But today, most sales reps are extremely lazy. They just want to look at these contact profiles, get on Zoom calls, and close a deal and collect their commissions. That's it. So HubSpot, in my opinion, although it's a very robust software platform, it's extremely noisy. Just even looking at a contact profile like this. So what we are looking at right now is HubSpot's version of a contact profile. Okay, so on the left side we are seeing Elon Musk and his contact details, and on the right side you are seeing the contact activity or contact journey or lead journey. As you can see, every single action gets logged here individually. There's a bunch of details here that we don't care about, so it's completely useless. Like, what kind of sales rep wants to look at any of these details, right? A lot of it is and in HubSpot, another downside is you have to use an external platform. So as if all of this, all these buttons, all these details are not enough You need a completely different software platform to make calls, okay, to call, to talk to your leads, to send text messages, to reach out to your leads. So you literally cannot click on this call button and just start calling. Within the HubSpot, you can't do that. You have to implement a completely different software platform that is just as complicated and detailed as HubSpot software itself, which is insane. But in Close CRM, for example, you have this super clean. So I'm a really big fan of Close CRM. It's very nice, and their support team. At least when we use Close CRM for about 2 years or so, maybe even longer than that. And their customer support was fantastic. They were always helpful. They were always there whenever we needed their help, whenever we needed some further clarity, etc. So I really like the team behind Close CRM. And also when it comes to our sales reps, I work with maybe 10 to 15, at least 15 different sales reps, and they were all really smart, capable people. They all loved the simplicity of Close CRM. As you can see, there is very fewer buttons. It's extremely sales oriented, right? This is all it is. Close CRM is literally only for making sales, which is awesome. So you have much less complexity, okay? Much fewer buttons and details and things like that. So you can easily see the lead journey. So here, this is Close CRM's version of a contact profile, okay? So you have custom fields and things like that here. As you can see, this is a completely new CRM. So I didn't really, a new CRM account, completely new CRM account. So I didn't really implement much here. I just started this account only for making these videos. So on the right side, you can see the lead journey, like I mentioned. There is, for example, this is an email that I sent, and status change from potential to bad fit. You can see this log. If I change this status back to say potential, that will also get logged. As you can see, it just got logged here. So it's super clean, super simple to understand, very straightforward. So this is very nice. And another advantage of Close CRM is all you need is this software, is this website we are looking at. You don't need an external software tool to make calls or to send text messages to your leads, okay? You can literally click these buttons here. Right now I can't because there's no phone numbers here on this contact profile. So I can't show you that. But you click this button or the call button and you instantly, make a call or initiate a call, or you instantly send a text message just from within this website, okay? You don't need to open a new tab. That's what you need to do inside of HubSpot CRM. You need to go to a new website. I mean, you can do it from within this contact profile also, but as you can see, it is, excuse me, it is a different platform called Alaware. So, those operations performed by that external software tool gets logged with inside of this contact profile. So it's honestly complicated. That's why I don't like Close CRM much, because it's just way more complicated. Nobody cares about all these details. Okay, they work. Okay, they serve a purpose, I understand. But if you run a small business, you don't need any of that. I believe Close CRM is, more than enough for you to serve your needs. So you can make the best, because you don't even know, most people who use HubSpot CRM, they don't even understand any of these details, to be honest. They don't even need any of that functionality. They just try to use it just so they pay for these services, which is a terrible reason to use a service or a software platform. You want to pay for a service because it helps you, it serves you, it makes your job easier. If you're trying to utilize a service just because you pay, then you're just creating an unnecessary amount of work for you that you have to deal with, that you have to keep maintained, keep updated. It's just extra work. Who wants that? So I highly recommend using Close CRM. I think it's a fantastic platform. If you need help implementing Close CRM or HubSpot CRM also, you can hit me up and I can help you with that. It's extremely simple and elegant, Close CRM's user interface, and you can also, they introduced these new functionalities such as setting up workflows, so automation solutions within the Close CRM itself. And so I really like what they've done here. So this is basically your review for HubSpot CRM and Close CRM. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment sections down below, and I will be more than happy to get back to you. Happy scaling.